3 mornings earlier, Clara was trying on her wedding dress. She was my dad's fiancée, 1,000 times better than my biological mother.
Suddenly, a deep voice came from the doorway. The Italian man who'd kept me awake for 5 years. Jacob.
Good morning, everyone.
My heart flatlined. He hadn't aged a day. The same lethal jawline, full lips, and those drowning green eyes. A flashback crashed in. I was hiding around the stairwell, spying on him for the first time. I fell for him at first sight, experiencing my very first flutter.
Is that little Evelyn? You've grown so much. Still as cute as ever, little one.
I'm 20, Jacob. Not the little girl hiding behind you anymore. I've grown into a charming young woman, yet he hasn't changed at all.
Is that right? I still see the little girl who blushes so easily.
I fled to my room and locked the door. This unspoken crush had long been hidden deep in my heart, until I saw him. In just one glance, all my feelings burst forth. All next day, I feigned a headache to avoid Jacob. But from the balcony, I only craved stolen glances at that Italian man. I wore a black bikini. Then I saw Gloria, that married bitch, trailing her nails down Jacob's arm. He backed away, but she persisted. I ordered a Negroni, Jacob's favorite. I walked to him. Our fingers brushed, and an electric shiver ran through me. This is your favorite wine. Gloria, how's your husband? She flushed and left. I leaned over and whispered a word in Jacob's ear. Thank me later.
Jacob, you're the only man I trust. Watch over Evelyn. Keep unreliable guys away from her. She's the apple of my eye, my whole world. Rest assured, I'll protect her.
He didn't know his best friend was the very person I wanted closest to me. I took off my robe, revealing my graceful figure, and walked into the swimming pool. His gaze never left me. He raised his glass, staring only at me.
I remember you used to run to your room the second you saw me.
You thought I was scared?
Then what was it?
I'll keep it a secret for now. He still held the tie to my robe. He stepped behind me, fastening it, his fingers barely brushing my waist.
Be careful, little girl. That secret you think I don't know. Someone may have discovered it long ago.
Which secret?
The one you think I'm oblivious to.
A devilish smile lingered on his lips as he walked away.